Buying real property is a major investment. When making such a purchase, the buyer and seller must have a common understanding and reach an agreement. In Benya v. Stevens and Thompson Paper Company, we'll explore whether a binding agreement to purchase real property can be formed when the buyer and seller don't agree on financial terms. In 1979, Vincent Benya wanted to purchase Timberland in Vermont from Stevens and Thompson Paper Company, which we'll call Stevens. In September, Benya, who was living in the United Kingdom at the time, asked a real estate management company to send a purchase agreement to Stevens. The agreement detailed the purchase price, deposit, cash at closing, the frequency of mortgage payments and the interest rate, the number of days until closing, and the type of deed. Stevens made several modifications to the agreement. Stevens doubled the required deposit, slightly adjusted the cost per acre, reduced the required cash at closing, increased the interest rate, changed annual mortgage payments to quarterly, moved back the mortgage commencement date, and changed the deed from a warranty deed to a special warranty deed. Stevens initialed each change, signed the agreement, and mailed it back to the management company. When Benya received the modified agreement, he objected to the increased deposit. After conferring with Stevens, Benya prepared a new agreement, reducing the deposit back to Benya's original offer and postponing the start of the quarterly payments by 1 year. Benya signed the new agreement in October and sent it back to Stevens in early November. By that time, however, Stevens had already sold the land, so Stevens didn't execute Benya's agreement after receiving it. Benya sued Stevens for breach of contract in a Vermont state trial court, reasoning that the terms of Benya's original September agreement were substantially the same as the proposed October agreement, and both parties had signed the September agreement. The trial judge found that the September purchase agreement was binding. The trial court awarded Benya $300,000 in actual damages, plus $50,000 in punitive damages. Stevens appealed to the Vermont Supreme Court.